Hello there, Pallab. Alright, let's look. Dear Arif, how's everything going? This is just a short letter to draw your attention about the backing of your small dog that you have bought recently. Good. As you know, the dog kept barking, or keeps barking, all day and night since he is very young and is missing his family. You have kept the dog at the right side of your house, which is just next to our bedroom and children's room. As a result, we have been having a few fitful hours of sleep at night since the dog came. Fitful. Let me just check. Okay, that's fine. Hours of sleep since the dog came. Due to this situation, I can't concentrate properly at the office while doing critical tasks. Also, my children can't pay proper attention to their studies. My mum is very sick and she needs uninterrupted sleep, which means that this barking is a real threat for her. Obviously, I feel strong empathy for the dog, but I was wondering if you would mind shifting his small house to the other side of your house, as there is no residence there. I'm happy to help you during the move-in if you require a hand. If you do this, it will help us to sleep well, and my children will be able to study with rapt concentration. Thank you so much for understanding the problems. All the best, Pallab. Fantastic. Very polite, very warm, excellent work there. Hardly any grammar mistakes. Very impressed, Pallab. This is fantastic. The issue of whether green energy is beneficial or if it is a menace to energy security has grown in importance since it has become fairly ubiquitous around the world. While some surmise that it is threatening to fully depend on green energy, I, however, believe that counting on it is a great idea as it is cost-effective and environmentally friendly, or friendly to the environment. Yeah? On the one hand, many people think that sustainable energy is risky, since the amount of green energy is not sufficient yet. It is thought that we should not entirely depend on it, even though many countries are switching from conventional energy to clean energy, but the amount of energy which is produced from the sun, wind or water is not ample. I wouldn't have used ample. I'd used ample for ample evidence in the collocation. We could say it's not sufficient, would probably be more accurate. Okay, so two problems. We've got this conjunction and we set it up. Even though this, we have that. And that's fine. We should say, even though we've got the amount of energy, we don't need but, okay? We've already set the conjunction up, so delete the but. Also, the amount of energy which is produced from the sun, wind or water is not sufficient or is not yet ample. But I think is not sufficient is clearer, more accurate. However, I would argue that the production of green energy is surging gradually. No, that's surging gradually. Surging means it's increasing fast. And then if we say gradually, we're contradicting. So that's incoherent. We could say growing gradually. Yeah. But we can't say surging gradually. However, also, there's too many conjunctions. Okay, we've got this. So in each sentence, each of these last three sentences, every one of them, we've got a conjunction, a different point of view. And this is like zigzagging. And I'm not so sure where your position is because you're going from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, rather than just direct. So be careful about that, Pallab. It could be quite a dangerous route to take. Production of green energy is increasing gradually, and we will have an abundance of it in the future. We can't say get copious. So what I would recommend you to do, Pallab, is turn it down a notch or two and go for clarity rather than risk using words that we might not be 100% certain about. Okay? Moreover, it is thought that when we are relying on green energy, we are depending on nature and reducing our control on energy production, which seems perilous. Okay, so I've read this whole paragraph and I'm not entirely certain your position. I'll have to read it again, and this, it really kind of slows me down as a reader as to ascertain what your position is. Okay, I'm going to pause it. Okay, so it seems as though you are in favor of green energy here. However, this is also incoherent as well, because you're saying we're reducing our control on energy production. We're still producing energy if we're using green energy or if we're using fossil fuel energy, and also both of them depend on nature. So that's another contradiction. And so here, also, we are reducing our control on energy production, which seems perilous. So also, because energy production can refer to green energy or fossil fuel energy, I don't know, when you say it's perilous, I don't know if you mean fossil fuel energy or green energy is perilous, or reducing the control of that. So that's another reason why I'm still not 100% clear on your argument. So this is really, really risky. Okay, this is why we have the structure, the sentence guide structure for your paragraphs, to avoid these dangers. Okay, in my opinion, there is a plethora of merits for using sustainable energy. First, producing green energy often does not require any sophisticated technology, which means that it is not too expensive. As a consequence, it is affordable for all people around the globe. Second, since solar, wind and hydro energy do not release black flumes, they do not pollute the environment. In my view, if, for example, we all use clean energy for all purposes, it will allow us to reduce pollution, which leads to a sustainable development. To exemplify, or no, for example, is perfect. Okay? For example, recent research from Dhaka University showed that the increased use of green energy is decreasing all types of environmental pollution drastically. Therefore, I strongly side with those who feel that using clean energy is a sensible idea. Okay, so all you've done here is said this, yeah? Which is fine, but it would have been good if we would have maybe gone into a little bit more detail. Okay? Okay, so like when I mean detail is here, it's very general. Okay, for all purpose and allow us to reduce pollution, which leads to sustainable development. Okay, for example, recent research from Dhaka University showed that when 3 cities in Scotland switched from coal-fired plants to green energy, the air quality improved, by 3 times, or the air quality improved drastically. It just makes it a little bit more believable, okay? At least by making it more specific. So also, just one other side note is here we talk about energy security. All right, so in the second part of your essay, you should talk about energy security. And in the first part of your energy, you should talk about reducing costs and better for the environment. Okay, we kind of done it vice versa in this essay. So it's just one little touch that can help you improve cohesion and coherence of your essay. In short, but to conclude, there's nothing wrong with to conclude. Okay. And in short is more for journalistic style of writing. We don't want that. We want inconsequence. Sorry, we want academic writing. So consequently, or to conclude, despite the fact that the production of green energy is still insufficient, it is economical and pollution-free. Therefore, on balance, I opine that we should rely on it gradually. Good. Not bad. Here we've got a conjunction, so we don't need this one either. So review your use of conjunctions. Okay, Pallab, you're doing really well. I want you to carry on improving. So one way you can do that is maybe have a look at investing further. And there's a special offer if you do want to carry on improving with us. you can get another batch of 10 essay corrections that's available to you. It's a special offer just because you bought the course. So have a look at that. Let us decide what you are going to do, and all the best and good luck with your IELTS preparation. Thank you.